Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you why a lot of people say RAW is better. I'll give you a couple examples here with the same image. This is the RAW image. This is the JPG image right here. They're both the same shot, both the same thing, except for the RAW image keeps more information to the image. It'll have more colors, more depth to the mountains. It'll have more everything because the raw image does hold a lot more information than the JPG image does. And you'll notice right away that even though they're the same image, the JPG has a lot more brightness going on in here. And both of these shots are very bad. Like the end result is really not very good, but you can change a lot of that as long as you shoot in RAW in the first place. But for this test, all I'm going to do is align the horizon, because it bothers me. I don't like how the horizon is not aligned on these shots. I've actually had this shot printed in newspapers. This one never made it to any magazines, but I've had some shots printed in magazines and stuff like that. And this is done with a Canon Rebel T3 too, which is a entry-level DSLR. It's a real cheap DSLR, and it was what I was shooting with all up until earlier this year when I finally upgraded to a 70D. And even though this is a entry-level DSLR, it takes some amazing shots for the Rebel T3. Now, what I want to do is we'll use the same setting on both pictures just to make it so we can see what the end result is. Give it a little bit of a punchy HDR. You can look that filter up. I'm really new to Lightroom. I just started using it last week, but it's a really neat program, and this is one of the presets that if you look up downloadable presets, this is one that the creator gives for free, and it's a real neat preset there. But we'll do the same thing with the other shot. Line up the horizon. And then give it the same thing here. Now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and didn't give it enough of a spin on this one, but we'll go ahead and do a little bit of the sharpening looks like it's already been done. Add a little bit of noise reduction. We'll go ahead and put it up to 44, well, we'll call it 50. And then the contrast we'll bring to just 10. Oh, if I could get it to stay. Leave the other settings the same. So we brought the masking up a little bit. Noise reduction to 50. The contrast to 10. For some reason the color is not going on. Alright, so we should have the same settings. To be the same. Now what we'll do is we'll save both the images to my desktop. This is again the JPG image. This was the RAW image. As you can see, there's a lot more detail. Both the same image, but because the RAW can contain so much more information, it will always come out with a better shot than the JPG image edited again. That's one of the reasons you always want to shoot in RAW. And now we'll look at both of them side by side here. So this was of the JPG image, and this was of the RAW image. Same shot. Now you can see the JPG has lost a lot of the detail, whereas it's kept a lot of it from the RAW, converting it into the JPG. This is a JPG into another JPG, so you've automatically lost some quality there. We'll go ahead and do this. And you can see there's a lot more definition in here. The lines are, you know, about the same, not too dramatic on the noise or anything like that, but when it comes to actual detail of the shot, there's no questioning which one has retained more of the detail, which one has better contrast in the clouds. I mean, this is overblown because the original JPG was overblown, you know, and so when you dull it down, you're working with just a JPG that doesn't have all the information that the RAW image has. So when you work with the RAW, you get a much better end result of the JPG image. This is just one of the examples, and there's many more reasons why you should use RAW. Yeah, it uses a lot more space for your on your SD card, but 32 gigabyte SD cards only run about $20 nowadays, and when you're paying, you know, thousands of dollars for lenses, there's no reason not to get a couple of 32 gigabyte SD cards and have them with you all the time. And on my 20 megabit Canon Rebel or Canon 70D, those images, you could get about 1,000 of them in on a 32 gigabyte card, 1,000 RAW images, which it doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it's a lot. So definitely, if you got the opportunity to shoot in RAW, it's probably better to always shoot in RAW.